Alrighty, I guess we're live now. Um, Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know where are you watching this from? And like very, very briefly, I'm just gonna go and share what we're going to do throughout this live, which is something that I think is going to be like really, really fun because we are going to go from start to finish building an actual product and let's say then take the first steps into actually getting our first leads. So that is going to be extremely fun. I'm just setting everything up, and I would recall that we're going to be using this with Lovable. I left a link in the description that you can um, sign up in case that you don't have an account. The only thing that you get is 10 extra credits. The only thing that I get is 10 extra credits. So, but it's especially a win because especially as we're now building this together, if you have like extra credits, it's going to make your lives a bit easier. So that's definitely good. And I guess that is it. So what we're going to be doing today, and let me start sharing my screen. Here is, let me see. Here we go. Missed slideshow. And we're going to always have a look here at our slides. But basically, we're going to be building a Slido. Now, what the hell is Slido? Slido is a live Q&A tool. And it's basically for people to ask questions and to get upvotes, downvotes, suggestions, and so on. It's really, really cool. And it's used in a lot of big companies for them to manage big events. So who is our target audience here? So we want, of course, the people who use Slido to be interested and to love the product. We want then as well our actual customers, which are the people purchasing it, which would be companies that they would have some features that they would like. So these are the kind of things that we are looking for. And therefore, let's give this a go. So let me actually continue. Um, we are going to be using Lovable here, as I've shared. So we're going to go from start to finish using that. And one thing, and this is the first thing that I want you to do with me, because this is going to be helpful towards the end. I want you to grab your phone. I want you to turn on the camera in a portrait mode while kind of like recording yourself. And I want you to do it. And you are going to record yourself just watching this video because we're going to use this video later on after we have the product in order for us to build our first reel, right? So we're going to have, let's say, a beginner component into social media because like you got to have your product known to people. Otherwise, who is going to buy? As let's say a one-person company, you basically have two ways of getting your product known, which is your network and social media. And you got to use both, right? So it would be stupid not to use either of them. All right, I'm going to put this. I do have a tripod that I always use, and you'll be able to see that this is the actual video that I'm recording. I mean, hopefully look at my hair, my hoodie, and these poses because they will pop at the beginning of the video. Just set this to video and recording. So this is the first step. And we are going to document, as it says, our grind. And towards the end, we're going to be creating a time-lapse type of video. And that time-lapse is going to then have our lead magnet, which is how you get people's emails to start sales. All right. Cool. The next step is to capture data. So I think that I have realized is that when it comes to all of these kinds of AIs, they're extremely good at actually copying. So not the creation, the copying. And each time that I have a starting point is way easier. The same way, and like we're using a no code, but if you're coding and you know that you have going to have something that is like 200 lines. If you do the first 20 yourself, it is going to then replicate your stuff, which is obviously very, very useful as you actually have code the way that you want. But for us, in order for us to tell the LM what we want, we are going to capture a video. So let me find slido.com and let me share my screen again. So I'm going to do the exercise with you, but being 100% honest with you. So what happened is because I cannot record myself doing a YouTube live and then record my screen at the same time. That doesn't work out so well. So before this, I prepared a 5 to 6 minute video where I describe Slido, and we're going to use that one. But I'm going to show you what it does. And what you can do is that you can actually record this yourself at the same time, right? So you can actually record me telling it about, and then we're going to use LLMs to build this together. Right. So this is Slido. Is the way to make meetings fun and interactive. And the way that this works is that you join stuff as a participant. This is like the way that they go. I want us to go through here the pricing because this is important for us to build our initial MVP. They have a freemium type of model in a way that they have this basic setup and they have this engage where you pay per month. The basic is very good because it actually helps us at an initial stage to not have an extra lead magnet. So we can just say, hey, start with us. It's free. It's easy. Just give it a go. So we can actually then link here immediately to our website. And it's limited in our freemium because we can have X amount of participants, basic audience Q&A, and 3 polls per Slido. And in the Engage, you can have 1 member, 200 participants, unlimited polls and quizzes, surveys, data exports, and so on. If you have a look here, we're focused mostly on the live Q&A. That's going to be our main part of our problem and our product to build. So it's the easiest way to collect questions for our Q&A sessions. People can ask questions anonymously without downloads or logins, live or in advance. So these are all features that we would like to have as well. Then we have here a design of how it looks like. And I'm just going to go ahead and log in so that we can have a quick preview of how it looks like. Basically, we have here an overview of all of our polls. And then we can create one Slido. It's going to have a name. It's going to have a start date. It's going to have an end date. So, of course, we want to start asking questions, but at the same time, we also want to kind of stop the polls and the Q&As. We are going to have a team where you can have roles and so on, analytics. So how many people are joining? How many people are posting questions? These are all very interesting type of things to have that customers would love to see. We also have something on tutorials, which I don't think is super important. Then we have integrations, which is basic integrations because they have Zoom, Teams, WebEx, PowerPoint, and Google Slide. That's it. So pretty straightforward in how they have this. And we are going to have a video, right? This video is going to serve as a starting point for us to actually build our product. Your next step is that we then go here. We are going to go, I want to go to app.gemini. Here we go. And I want to start sharing my screen once more. And wait. Window, Google Gemini. Alrighty. We have here Gemini. Gemini can read video, so this is the best thing ever. And we're going to do this in 2 different steps. So we're going to start by uploading this video. Let me just find it. I called it Slido. So the initial prompt that I'm going to do is just very simple. It's analyze the video with the intent of building a Slido clone in the future. right? So we have task and we have the why, and this is going to be very helpful for us to build. All right, cool. All right, let me click enter, see if it works. All right, it works. Now, as it analyzes it, we then also want to refine. And this is where the second component of Gemini comes in. Because whatever is the analysis, I don't care yet, right? So these are the things that now I want it to specify. So the prompt is something like, ask me 20 questions, one after the other in multiple choice and with an other option to refine the prompt. And this is where we go on task perspective to prompt that we will build to use on Lovable to create the Slido clone, right? So this is what we're going to do. 20 questions, one after the other, multiple choice with another option because, maybe I want another option or I want to specify to refine the prompt that we'll build to use on Lovable to create the Slido clone. All right. This is the main component. Then we go a bit deeper because just in case it goes on a tangent on stuff that I don't really care about and it's not needed, all right, things to focus on business model, payments. We can also add here signups, features, something like this, right? So just these 4 things for now are fine. And then we just add after the 20 questions, figure out if you have all what is needed. All right. By the way, at the same time, we can also look here at what it does. So it has 5 components: core product features, technical architecture and stack, the moat, so what are like the key things that serve as competitive advantage, monetization strategy, 2026 competitive advantage, the AI twist, and now we have our questions. What is the primary monetization strategy? It's going to be A, right? So freemium, free for small meetings, paid for large audience. This is going to make it easy for us to attract initial people to use our app, and then we try to upsell to a subscription. Okay, but it's asking all questions. I want one after the other. Ask me 20 questions, one after the other, in multiple choice. And let me refine, ask one question at a time, and ask one question at a time to better refine the questions. Okay, let me update this because it's really important. I don't want 20 questions at once. I want, let's say, one question, and then we build on, we have a second question, third question, fourth question, yada, 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 until we get to the 20th. And I feel that 20th is an actually good value here. So that it has enough information from the video, and at the same time, it has asked me for enough things. And then, of course, we also have this plan B, which is it kind of like figures out if it has enough information or not. Most of the time, it's going to say, yeah, I have enough questions. I have enough information, so it is what it is. Okay, who is the primary user for Slido clone? Let's say I focus on professional branding, single sign-on. Use of students, events at high capacity. Yeah, we can use the Cs, right? So events and conferences, these are always like a good thing to have. And I've been to like so many conferences, and they very rarely have a Slido like type of Q&A. It's like everyone at the end, me, and then there's like very good questions that are not asked simply because these questions never go to this Q&A type of thing where you actually have people, saying yay or nay. Sign up and access flow. How should participants, the audience, enter an event? No auth. Yeah, we we can do A, um, and A by default, B in a paid plan. In a paid plan, if the customer opts for it, right? So basically, what would be allowing is that we'll have our customers using this as an actually lead gen uh, opportunity. All right. And yes, we're going to do 20 questions because I feel this is like the best way that towards the end we can have a good option. Now, for organizers, sign up onboarding, or should the person creating the event get started? Yeah. A and Google sign up. Because Lovable as the Google part, um, as something that is integrated natively, right? So it's very, very easy. It's a one component that you just add a prompt. Business model. We're going to do um, 2 plans, free and uh, 20 USD per month. All right. So we have this component now. We can go towards the next one. And like, of course, you can do more like paper events, hybrids. Like there's like so many options that you can give it a go, but for the sake of keeping it easy, we do that. Stripe, because again, Lovable has a native integration with Stripe. It makes it super, super easy to actually just set up the payments. Right. So we're 5 out of 20. And let me know if you think there's something that you find important that the questions are not really going to that much detail, or you think something should be there from your professional experience. Since you're starting events and conference, real-time speed is everything. In your honest Q&A, how should questions be displayed to the audience by default? Um, so definitely most popular. Yeah, but I would say C. So you kind of like want to have both, right? So if you want, if there's like a new question, you want it to be there in news, people can immediately upvote, downvote. So to make things much, much easier. And I guess they are going to like that because it's a much better and more interactive way of working with. To provide the premium value, how should moderation work? Post moderation, pre moderation are hidden by default. Yeah, let's do A. Like they can, yeah, they can moderate, but let's do it after. So let's not have anything like hindering this because it also makes it optional. Talk about live polling. Which poll types are essential for MVP? Uh, I mean, live polling. Do we even need live polling? Yeah, you know what? Let's do all of the above. Let's give this a go. And I mean, realistically, for an MVP, I should keep it easy, I guess. But we're not. All right. So to make this a true Slido experience, we need a presenter view, the screen the audience looks at on the wall. What's the most important feature for this view? So definitely the live QR code overlay. When a question is big, they expand to fill the screen. I also like that. Options to Okay. You need a presenter view. All right. Let's do A and B. So we have the QR code and we also have the focus question because this is the presenter view. I guess the person was then either answering or serving as the host. Okay. Having both QR code for easy access and the focus animation. Okay, since you have a free and twin, we should draw the line on participant limits. Uh, yeah, let's go with A. So we set a limit for free, unlimited for paid. Feel free to also then, play around with this. But for the sake of simplicity, that's probably like the simplest of all the options. Alrighty. Reliability of your service should be a time limit how long an event can stay active. Uh, yeah, I guess. Um, let's do C. So let's always have this split paid and paid. So it's important that, like, when you pay a premium, it's very important that you also feel it was worth it. That's point number one. At the same time, because people pay attention to what they pay for, right? So people notice where they put their money. You do want to have strict limits for free kind of versions. Since you want a word cloud feature, do I want a word cloud feature? Uh, yeah, no word cloud feature. This is definitely something that I don't need. All right, grab a bit of tea. Hmm. So one thing that has come to mind that I guess it has not asked could be something related to branding and colors, which I guess is something that we kind of like could brainstorm as well. Okay, audience Q&A. How should we handle replies or comments on questions? Users can upvote or downvote. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So simple. Hey, upvote, downvote. That's the easiest thing. Questions are then live because this is a live Q&A sort of app. Of course, you can add more features. You can add someone, they can answer by text and so on. But for the, let's say, the important part and the thing that the product solves, you don't really need it. How should the preventer view handle the transition between the live poll and the Q&A list? Yeah, manual toggle. The organizer as a remote control dashboard button to switch the audience screen between the current poll and the Q&A. That's good. Audience screen should always show whatever the organizer is looking. Yeah, let's do A. A works. So the organizer or the presenter figures out what to show. Mm. Okay, we're 14. I guess we're missing 6. Analytics and post-event data. Uh, let's go with basic dashboards for now. No data export, PDF. Let's have the people use the website for now. It's like the easiest way for you to get your, let's say, to get eyes on your app. So to get feedback, because otherwise people are just going to download SCSV, paste it on ChatGPT, and boom. That's not going to be super helpful for you at the beginning. Maybe it's something you want to have in the future, but for now, you want to have more feedback. Okay, so branding. But not our branding. Uh, yeah, let's do basic. A basic custom logo, 5 presets of colors that works well. We're still missing our own branding, so this is something that we kind of still need to work and operate, but it's going to be fine. All right. Should we include multi-user access collaboration? Okay, we are keeping it easy, so solo only for now. This will be something that you add, but not just that, like user access management. This is something that is truly important. So you got to figure out in the end the levels that you should have. And this is, of course, going to be a representation of the features that you offer and the privacy that is required. Regarding AI integration, how should we implement AI in the prompt? AI content improvement, AI sentiment filter. No AI. Yeah, no AI for now. Let's keep it simple. Do we need AI in a live Q&A type of thing? Like, what do you even do with it? I don't know. So let's maybe have it later. How should the live poll results be visualized on screen? Live poll, simple bar chart, donut, text list. Um, I guess text list is the simplest one. Okay. Mm. Um, okay, finally about the home experience when you use an auto-organizer lens on your root URL. What should they see? The join box, a massive input field, the event code. Yeah, let's go with A for now. That's easy. Okay. Let's see if it still has more questions for us. Otherwise, I'm going to say, hey, briefly present me with 5 different branding setups for our Slido clone, and we'll go from there. Do we have what is needed? Wait. We need to figure out the branding of our clone. Present me with 5 options for names, colors, typography, personality for the brand. Okay. This is going to be the last one so that we can then definitely get to work. Clean minimalist, Apple of event tools. Actually, not bad. Conference powerhouse, deep charcoal, neon mint. Collaborative terracotta orange, soft cream. Not bad. Direct and fast, royal blue, high contrast yellow. Oof. Premium logic. I actually like the first one. Clean minimalist. Okay. Go for option 1. Then build the prompt for lovable. Alrighty. Here we go. Can actually then go immediately to lovable, which I'm going to pop up in a different browser. That's it. For the video per se, we are also done. I guess we recorded for quite a bit. Let me just briefly go to Canva so that we can then start uploading the video so that as we are ready, we can then go there. We can actually just opt in and out from Lovable as we build everything. Okay. Search templates. I want Reel, Instagram Reel. I should have also be showing my phone. I guess I'll improve that in a future iteration of this. But at least for this video component, it's going to be really, really easy. Okay, let me upload files. Device. And all right, copy paste this. Okay, this is exactly what we're going to do. Okay. All right. This is disappointing. It says that it needs to be less than 1 gigabyte, the video. I guess I need to find a workaround. Okay, let me just put it in the drive for now, and then we are going to build it later. Or alternatively, I'm going to use a different video. But I really wanted to use this, so I'll find a solution. Alrighty, preparing to upload. Okay, files are being uploaded. Prompt is going to disappear. Lovable is going to pop at some point. I need to stop the screen share to stop or to start a new share. All right, again, I really want you to do with me just for the sake of this, in case that you are curious or you want to do it. I'm just going to put here the prompt. Oof, too big. Okay, I'm going to put at least part of the prompt here on our text. And so this is part number 1. Okay, it's still way too big. Let me find a different alternative for this, which should be that I share this on a Google Docs with you. All right. So Google Docs, Control V. Here we go. Anyone with a link. In case that you want to have the same prompt as me, you can use this link. All righty. Let's continue. Now that we are here, we can continue and we're going to go into plan mode. Again, if you don't have a Lovable account, link in the description, use that one so that you can follow this with me. And alternatively, you also have here the prompt that I've added here as a comment. And we go and we plan. It can be that this doesn't work at first, but I really think we're going to get somewhere at the same time. All righty. I also need to figure out how is our video looking like. Okay, so we have questions. Yeah, let's go with full MVP at once. Participant experience, should anonymous users get a random display name, or should they enter a name before asking questions? No privacy, so enter a name. For voting, should participants be limited to 1 vote per question, or how should that be enforced without auth? Session-based. Okay, so we submit this. Let me see how this is looking like. And all right, so it's still planning, I guess. Okay, for the video we're going to use, or the one that we're going to use for the B-roll, we are going to use something slightly different, simply because my 20-minute video was, I guess, a bit too, how can I put it? Too ambitious. We come here, we go to Canva, and we are going to swap in and out. But for now, I want us to keep our focus here on Lovable. So I'm just working here on the setup for our Instagram reel. Okay, how is this going? Now we have here enable cloud, so backend, LLM, so for image generation, free to start, pay as you scale, where your project is hosted, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. So that's good. and we keep on building. Right. Okay, so now I need to build this MVP. It's still ongoing. So I guess this is still going to take a bit of time. So yay, we have a hi. So hi, Saitajimuti 3575. Pleasure meeting you. By the way, if you have any thoughts, questions, remarks, do let me know. If you find what I'm doing useful, let me know as well, because kind of like reinforces, right? So positive feedback is always appreciated. Negative feedback is often necessary as well. So feel free to let me know. Hmm. Ah, okay. How is this going? I mean, I guess I was also a bit too ambitious with the component where I was just providing I was like, I want a full MVP. Obviously, oftentimes it does not work. Uh, okay. Mhm. Okay. Ta, ta, ta. Let me think. Let's do- Alrighty. Okay. So we're now at the front end pages, and then we're going to wire up real time features. So slowly but surely, I think we're definitely getting there. And by the end, I think we should have like already like a very nice app with super nice features ready to go. My main uh, constraint currently is the video because it was on my phone and I guess Canva said it's way too big for it. So I guess I need to, in a way, like shrink it. And okay. So getting ready still. By the way, a brief overview here. So you have the parts about the cloud, which we have enabled. In case that you like to look at the code, you can definitely have a look here and see everything that is built. You can do inline editing here on the code as well. So definitely super, super easy. It really works. You immediately have here the robots.txt, which is extremely helpful for the LLMs. And you also have here analytics after it is published. Okay. Just I've been like creating a bunch of stuff over here. So this is something that I'm like as a tool. I think it's been a while since I've seen something that impressed me so much. Right. I think the last time I was so impressed was with something um, of like ChatGPT like approach, right? When the ChatGPT with the GPT-3 came out, that was incredibly impressive. And I was also slightly impressed with the nano banana thing, but I think this Lovable, this is really impressive for me in the way that it builds things. Alrighty. One thing I can work on as well is that we can work here. Actually, stop sharing the Lovable for just a tiny bit, and we can work a little bit here on Gemini. And say I'm going to say the web app is built now. I want to create a time lapse reel, provide 3 options for many chat type of post with a key message on screen and a description to download or to get the web app link. Angle, be like, look what I built with Lovable AI, something around this. Because what I want is, okay, I want to actually get what I'm doing out there and, you know, have the full force of the Instagram algorithm push it through. And then hopefully people comment. Then you have the managed chat integration, which sends a DM, and then people get it. And this works really like something out of a lead magnet. Uh, Fast-paced time lapse. Okay, it doesn't matter. I built a Slido competitor in 4 hours using AI. So this is the on screen. I built a Slido competitor in 4 hours using AI. Fast, upbeat, coding, lo-fi, description. Yeah, this already works for me. Split screen. I don't like split screens. Also doesn't make sense. POV behind the scenes. You sitting at your desk. We publish on Lovable. You turn the camera to second one. Okay, no, the first one is the one that we're going to work. But of course, the on screen or basically the visuals will be, something of me. All right, we have this here. This is going to be helpful. I'm going to do Control C here, and I am going to add it here to the same Google Docs that I've shared here on the chat. All right, so engage your audience in real time, collect questions, enter event code and join. And then, okay, few things that we can add. So Stripe payments, Google Auth, add logo, upload for Pro. I would say, yeah, let's add the Stripe payments. I guess that's probably like the most important one to go. And we're going to do the verification whether this works or not. All right, so I need a Stripe key. Let me get it. By the way, if you don't have a Stripe account, then of course, like you gotta create one. You really have no way around this. I, of course, already have a Stripe account because of my businesses. So, I mean, let me actually rephrase this. Creating an account is like 5 minutes. You have to then go through a few components of verifying that you are an actual human being, of verification and so on. This is, for money laundering type of things. But then towards the end, then it works. Okay, actually, what am I sharing right now? Because this is all. Oh, this is so cool. Wait, what am I sharing? Okay, I need to have a look at it later because I think because it was asking for the account, then basically what happened was that it's yeah, it basically put everything in pink, which something I appreciate. Okay. I'm still going through the Stripe component because now I need to authenticate myself. 856919. Okay. Okay, let me actually go back to screen sharing once more. Uh, or you know what? Actually add the key first, just in case. API key. And from there, we can move on. Uh, okay, okay. Create. Okay, we actually need to create a restricted key just for this. And okay. All right. I guess we are almost there. I guess I because I just need to go through a bunch of verifications because my account is de facto live. So, oh my God, more verifications. 666 660. All righty. Submit. Good. Okay, let me go back to share here our okay, Stripe is enabled. Now I guess they want to like set up the products. So this is how easy it is to create a product with Lovable, which is something I appreciate. So definitely very, very good. And now it's creating the hedge functions, and then we're going to verify if it actually works. All righty. And we continue here. Okay. One super cool features that they now added is that you can have agents test your website, whether the flow is working or not. So this is definitely super, super helpful because instead of it's being just you actually testing the website, then you can actually just spend some credits and have it test for you. I like it. So anything that saves me time is something that I truly appreciate. Okay. At the same time, I'm doing something that should definitely not be done. So I'm just taking here a video and I'm going to resize it in a way that it can be fed into Canva. Mhm. And how is it going? Okay, you'll need to activate the Stripe customer portal for the manage plan button to work. Okay, that is fine. I can do that later. So when you say test, this is so that we can just do this much, much quicker. How is it going? Okay. time. Okay, click the password input. So I guess we're signing in. I guess we do need to sign up, I guess. And here we go. By the way, we don't have really password recovery or anything of that source, but those are all features that you can and should then add, right? Especially for like security purposes. Let me just sign in. Touch screen. So what is the issue? Click the create event work, YouTube live. Require participant email. It's a no. Looks good. I'll click on show the event. Good. So I guess this is the event. And okay, but actually, if I'm the event, let me just add in the event, there is no possibility to add upvote and downvote questions. So fix that. It's still joining event. Is it still testing? I guess this is the presenter. Can actually have a, if you have a QR code there, I don't know if you can use it because maybe it redirects you to your, how can I put it? It redirects you to my Lovable account. Yeah, it does. I guess this is only testable for you. I mean, it's shut down. It's authenticating. But it actually works super good. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, it's actually done. Share this tab. Actually, stop. And I also want to stop this because I said it didn't work, but it did. And I guess like this is it for our components on building a product. Can we go back to Echo? I I would have appreciated something a bit more colorful, but it is what it is. You can actually come here. Already have an account, sign in. Let me just confirm how the, let's say, upgrade works. Not the upgrade, yeah, the upgrade of the subscription. Okay, and then, okay, what did I do wrong? Yes, yes, yes. Upgrade to Pro. Okay. Right. So many things happening. So when I click upgrade to Pro, it's actually pretty cool. Because then you actually have a proper checkout. So you can see that it's definitely working. Share this tab instead. We are here now with Canva. And we are going to, where was our upload thing? Upload files, Camtasia. All right. By the way, you can see that I have time-lapsed it. This is actually an older video because the other one that I recorded, it's unfortunately still uploading to my drive. But this is how a time lapse works in its simplest of formats. we come here to share. We go Instagram. Wait, I didn't get the right one. Sorry. Let me actually go back. So this is how I just uploaded. This is how the time lapse works, right? So this is something, a video of me recording myself not that long ago. And then I just put it together very, very fast. Oh, something. You can see it's still processing here, I guess. All right. We have this video. It's as simple as this. You go to Instagram. By the way, I already have all the setup done, but I'm going to do it as a reel. Current page, caption. The caption is once more what I shared with you. Here we go. Just I like to add here a few lines. All right, pretty cool. Publish now. Pretty cool as well. Oh, by the way, in here, I need to publish this website as well because I need the link, right? And I'm going to say, ooh, Echo. So that was our name. Echo Live. Ah, God damn it. Echo Q&A or QA. Okay. Publish. Can take care of security stuff later. And that is it. This is still publishing, but we have here our Echo Q&A. Cool. We go to ManyChat. We are here. Wait, sharing now the right tab. And I want to go to automations. Also zoom in significantly. I want a new automation. Auto DM links from comments. I think, yeah, this is the one. Is it live? It's live. You can see it here immediately. It's the last one. It only appears here once it's live, at least in this free plan. What was our thing? It was Echo, right? So Echo. Hey there. So happy. Thank you much for your interest. And click below and send you the link. Send me the link. And then add a link. Open. And then we can add our link, which was our Echo QA Lovable. Let me know what you think. DM with a link. Let me know. You can see here on the right the preview, which is like a pretty cool feature. Let me know what you think. We have like all these pro features that I don't have access to, but I guess I'll survive. We go live. And yeah, it's live. So everything that we have built is absolutely done. Hope you enjoyed this. I know that I had a lot of fun. Just to highlight a couple of things, if you don't have the Lovable account, link in description. But the most important thing is that these are the kind of things that I'm really looking forward to build in my community. You can find a link in the description of this video for the community waiting list, which is going to live on Monday. And then basically that is going to give you a special price, I guess. But aside from that, there's like a bunch of benefits that I want to highlight. So the first and foremost is that we actually have very cool projects that you can build on it. You get live feedback, you get one-to-one sessions, you get access to all of my courses. And I truly think, and this is the goal, right? So the goal is that this community would enable you to make this the best year ever. Hope you enjoyed this. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And any questions, let me know. Ciao, ciao.